Can you turn liabilities into an asset? That's the topic for today's episode, and without further ado, let's dive in. Hello everyone and welcome back. So today it's a special episode. As you can see, I'm actually right on the beach and I'm actually in Thailand. So while I'm on vacation, I actually thought this is going to be a good chance to record a quick video to talk about assets and liabilities and understand what they're about and what can you do with one another. So before we start, let's just talk about the differences between an asset and a liability. So an asset is something that you own, something that can potentially produce passive income for you, meaning you can own that asset and you can go to sleep and close your eyes and then you can still make money off of it. An example, a really good example is actually real estate, where you buy your rentals and it can just create money passively. And so a liability is something that you actually have to work for to maintain. So a car, a mortgage, so the house where you live in, that you actually have to keep up with the mortgage. If you don't work, then you won't be able to afford to live in that house. But what if I tell you that you can actually turn that liability into an asset? So for example, if you buy a house and you have a duplex, right, where you can live in one side and then you can rent out the other side, that can actually become into an asset, because yes, you're still paying for the mortgage, but then you have a tenant on the other side of the house is actually helping you pay for it. But getting a little bit more creative about that, what about let's say a car? Can a car, which is in essence for most people a liability, because the minute you stop working and the minute you stop paying for the monthly payments, you won't be able to afford that car anymore. But if you turn that into an asset by renting it out to an Uber driver, to a Lyft driver, and you receive money for letting other people use your car, or maybe an example like Turo. For those who don't know, Turo is like the Airbnb for cars. So it's a peer-to-peer rental where people like you and me can just put their car and they rent it to other people to use by. And the fees are actually a lot more affordable as if you were to rent out a car right on the airport. So those are some of the examples that you can use. If you have a car, let's say, sitting in your garage that you're not using right now and you have to keep paying or covering for the monthly payments, or maybe it's fully paid and it's just not doing anything, just sitting in there, turn that into an asset, rent it out and make some passive income out of it. The reason why I wanted to do this is because I wanted you guys to start thinking creatively and not think that, well, the only way to create passive income is by using real estate. You can actually leverage anything that you have and you can turn that into an asset. Another example that you can leverage is like for women, we love handbags, right? Anything from Michael Kors, Louis Vuitton bags, but we can only wear one bag at a time. So what do you do with like the remaining dozens of bags that are sitting up there in the closet? You can use platforms like Brand, Borrow, Steal, or something like that, and you can actually rent your handbag to other people to wear during the week or a day or two, and you can actually get good money out of it, and you can get back all the money that you invested in on buying that bag. So that's basically it for today. There was nothing too fancy about it. I was actually out here and I was thinking, well, is there another way for us to create additional passive income? It's all about thinking creatively. You can turn basically anything into an asset if you know what use to give it to. So hopefully you find this information helpful, and if you know of anybody, please feel free to share the love. And as usual, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Cheers.